Hey guys, what's going on? I am Lufa, and today we're going to be talking about how Joji has finally returned to comedy. And I'm not just talking about on-stage sets. No, Joji is back to making fully fledged comedy YouTube videos. Before we get started, if you like videos about music, video games, and castration, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. It'll only take a second, and it will really help me out. But anyway, let's get into the video here. What am I talking about? Well, as many of you may know, before Joji was a professional sad boy pop star, he was already a YouTube sensation. What for? Well... Oh my gosh. Joji made comedic videos about all sorts of things, most of them surrounding themes of disgust, absurdity, and edginess. Housed on the channel TVFilthyFrank, these videos were infamous for pushing the boundaries of what even is this. Some videos would feature cooking, others original songs made by Pink Guy, one of the multiple characters that Joji would play on the channel. Keep that in mind for later. In its heyday, TVFilthyFrank would dominate YouTube, gathering a cult following that would be there to watch every video. It would also be responsible for creating the Harlem Shake. But eventually, the channel would stop uploading due to multiple issues that Joji had with making the videos. One of them was that YouTube no longer favored channels like Filthy Frank, and as such, it would start to make way less money than it did before. Another reason was the toll that the videos had on Joji's health. Because the stunts and voices he did were so authentic, they started to put his well-being in danger, and so he decided to quit before things got worse. Finally, one of the most controversial and memorable reasons why he decided to quit was to pursue music more seriously. Although he was already known for making music in the genre of meme rap, he wanted to move towards a more sober style, and thus the name Joji took center stage as the focus of his career. Now, while many YouTubers have tried and failed to even be respected as an artist, Joji was one of the exceptions. And while it might have seemed crazy to imagine that somebody doing this could create some of the most beautiful and emotional songs of the last decade, that's exactly what Joji did. Not only were Joji's new songs more serious, but they were also incredibly unique and catchy. Earlier on, people became obsessed with the song Slow Dancing in the Dark, but more recently, Glimpse of Us took over TikTok, with both songs having over 1 billion plays on Spotify. Miraculously, Joji managed to build an entire new fan base surrounding his music, many of which didn't even know he was a YouTuber in the first place. As for his older comedy, Joji was not entirely estranged. He still mixed plenty of humor into live shows and events like the Extravaganza. However, when it came to making comedy for YouTube that didn't have anything to do with the Joji brand, that was a closed chapter. Even if money wasn't a problem and the videos were made to be safer, there was supposedly no room for Joji to make that type of content anymore. Until a couple months ago, when a mysterious new channel uploaded this. According to its description, Plumcore Records is nothing more than a clothing brand. And if you check its links, you can indeed find clothes. Yet watching just a couple seconds of any videos will show you that it is far from just a normal clothing store.
With that big motherfucking booty. That's what I'm talking about. I will kill the ocean!
On the surface, the channel does not appear to have any obvious signs of Joji. He's not in any thumbnails, and you won't find him in any videos. However, if you've watched enough of Joji's older videos, you'll soon start to see that his fingerprints are all over this.
Oh, nah, bro. Oh, no, for sure, no.
Almost every video is accompanied by a trap beat, a staple of Joji's style. Similarly, the production and humor of these videos are also familiar. In one video, you'll see a strange concoction being brewed. In another, George Washington groaning in an undisclosed location. My personal favorite is the perk potato cannon, which Plumcore Industries uses to destroy a house and launch fireworks. Interestingly enough, the channel also cycles through different personalities, very reminiscent of how TVFilthyFrank used to be ran. It also appears to be a label due to its name, as well as the fact that it features an official music video called Green Goblin Mode.
Going Green Goblin Mode. I'm going Green Goblin Mode. Going Green Goblin Mode. I'm going Green Goblin Mode.
We making it out of the psych ward with this one. I would legit listen to a whole album of this. Besides these bizarre experiments, there are also just plain old vlogs. The camera typically follows Savage Realm, an artist who is known to be one of Joji's close friends.
Sit down, okay?
All right.
There you go. Come on, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come. Good job. Give me a bit more range. Give me more range.
What is that, like that?
No, just give it. You need to have it loose.
Oh, more loose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Is it cool if I like get more sturdy? I'm sorry.
You're doing a good job. Yeah.
Okay. This is dope.
It really does seem like Joji is making these videos, but without him being any of them, how can we be sure it's not just somebody with a similar style? Well, according to a Reddit post made by Visual Lab 6430, there is more than enough proof that this channel belongs to him. First of all, Joji has actually already trademarked the term Plumcore, more specifically Plumcore Audiovisual. The Gondola brothers, his privately owned business, have filed for it alongside other terms like Pink Guy. Additionally, Plumcore has been promoted at concerts on several occasions, with the brand being tied in during skits, gags, and intermissions. So Plumcore is indeed Joji. Yet for the most part, most of these videos have gone under the radar. While they've definitely received their fair share of views, many of them haven't even passed 20k, which might seem like a lot of views, but you have to keep in mind that this is Joji. He's someone who has not one but two massive fan bases, one of which knows him specifically for YouTube videos. However, there has been one breakout star on this channel, a video that has gone viral without that much help of Joji and none of TVFilthyFrank's.
I'm moving different. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'm a dog. I'm biting the fart bubbles in the bath. We smoking symbiotes. Smoking that Whoopi Goldberg South Egyptian Fur Burger Deluxe Mega Million Scratcher Skunk Bubba Kush. We smoking runts. Shorty got a BBL, took that shit out because she couldn't run. I need fentanyl slime. I just popped a whole garbanzo bean. Fuck you mean. I smoke real Imrani, rapscallion ghost nuggets. Y'all can't fuck with me. I'm him. I've been him. I will continue to be him. Yellow rubies glistening like piss. Gulping sea monkeys by the gallon, my tummy feel crazy. I need my money. Hello?
Dracula Flow is a collection of 3 videos in which an old man dressed as a vampire raps. And while it was more than successful here on YouTube, on TikTok it just completely took off. People were obsessed with this video, hanging onto every bar that Dracula dropped. The contrast of a senior in a dimly lit room with Sharpied on hair dropping absolute bars was just hilarious. And the crazy part is that they spread through reposts, with people just screen recording it from YouTube and re-uploading it onto different apps. Except for a few commenters, nobody really knew that it was Joji or TVFilthyFrank. I asked my own friend who was a fan of both of them and he had no idea. And this makes sense as there's no references to Joji in the video and not everyone knows who he is anyways. However, I think that the video's success says a lot about his ability to adapt. As we've seen, there are many people who refuse to evolve their content. For example, YouTubers who were popular in the 2010s but never changed their content to reflect the times. Another example is the washed up stars who resort to making rewatch podcasts to reflect on their glory days. For many people, once success has been achieved, it's difficult to adapt when the status quo changes. Yet Joji is once again the exception. He was able to make a new video a viral meme in just a couple months of launching his new channel, solely because rather using the same material that he was famous for before, he changed it up in a way that fit today's online humor. I for one am a big fan of Plumcore, not just because it's fun to see Joji having fun on YouTube again, but also because its adaptation to modern standards means that there's way less intentionally edgy and offensive content. While I always like the absurd and creative humor of Pink Guy and other past projects, I just personally never found the offensive aspects to be funny. I know a lot of people like to praise it as a sort of satire, kind of like South Park, and I get that angle, but I just prefer these videos that don't rely on anything like that. So it's cool to see that Plumcore has taken that direction. There's been a lot of talk about Joji having a very restricting career under his label, so I'm happy that this seems to be the perfect creative outlet. I feel like anyone would get tired of just making songs about heartbreak, so the humor of Plumcore is probably a breath of fresh air for Joji. I'm gonna be closely watching to see what comes out of this channel next, as I don't think that Dracula Flow is gonna be the only meme that Plumcore creates. But what do you think? Have you memorized the Dracula Flow? What's your favorite video from Plumcore? Let me know in the comments. I'm Lufa.